Hey guys and girls, it's your boy Mark, and today I'm going to be showing you how to level up your bass tone. Alright y'all, before we dive into this, I just want to give you guys a quick reminder to please click subscribe, hit the notification bell to get all updates from your boy over here. This channel has grown tremendously in the past month. I think this month alone I have gained 14 subscribers, which may not sound like a lot to y'all, but it's huge for me. And keep in mind, at the time of this video, it's only the 11th. So I've gained more than one follower a day, which has been really contributing to the success of this channel, and I just want to say thank you all. Spread the word and let's keep this thing going. Alright guys, so this wasn't necessarily the video I was planning to release this week, but I came up with an incredible hack in the studio to enhance my bass sound that I just absolutely felt like I needed to share with you guys. So as I was listening to this week's audio from Bass Tone Tuesday, and if you haven't seen that short video, I've got a card somewhere around here so you can kind of view it, and realize, even by itself, my bass tone has a lot to be desired. Either it's inaudible or hard to hear, or I compensate in the studio and upmix it trying to find a good balance, and it's sucking out my headroom. So I began to wonder, how can I enhance my bass to make it sound bigger in a mix and better in recording, like there's actually being a real bass amp or a real bass setup being recorded. So this hack that I came up with this week costs absolutely zero money if you have Studio One. So that's great for working class musicians like myself that really can't afford to go out and buy really nice gear whenever you need something. So my idea was, what would happen if I took my current bass recording setup, which is nothing more than my Boss bass limiter enhancer and my MXR Bass DI Plus, and using that in conjunction with Ampire's series of bass guitar amps and cabinets. Okay guys, instead of talking to you guys to death about it, let's get on Studio One and show you exactly what I did this week in the studio and how much results it provided me and how good it sounds. Okay, so to start this off, we're just going to do a simple A/B test. The first run is just going to be me playing something through my regular bass 2-pedal rig. And I'm also going to show you where my settings are on both of these pedals. So let's hear the dry run with both the Boss and the MXR pedal. So that was just something quick with the limiter and the Bass DI Plus. Alright, so now I'm going to show you how to get a better bass tone using these pedals with Ampire. So basically all I did was roll back the EQ section on the Bass DI box to 12 o'clock. Everything is at noon. So you're going to be using this basically as a clean boost interface into Studio One to enhance the output of the amp sim. So let me show you what amp sim that I'm using in Studio One. So basically all I did here was pull up Ampire in Studio One, and this is the amp that I'm using. Guys, there are several other amps on Ampire. You just choose the one that you like the sound of. I prefer the sound of an Ampeg, and basically this is an SVT. Looks like an old school SVT, and this is my 810 cab right here. The only thing I have in my pedal board is an equalizer to give me a little more of an upper mid boost, and a chorus pedal. There is no drive pedal because I'm actually still going to use the drive on my MXR DI Plus. So everything here is at 1 o'clock on the EQ. Let's not get into the specifics. Let's just get into the tone and give you guys the part B. I think you guys will find there's honestly a lot more richness and a bigger depth of sound when using the DI Plus box with Ampire. And honestly, another beautiful thing about using the pedals in conjunction with the amp sims is that I'm honestly relying a lot less my limiter so I can actually reduce the amount of compression in the recording phase, allowing a lot more of the natural bass sound to come into the recording, which is amazing. And in turn, whenever I'm using it in a mix, I don't have to up the frequency so much to where I'm sucking out my headroom. In fact, I can keep the bass at an even level and it's still audible and it sounds like a complete thing. So in my future recordings, I'm definitely going to be using this setup. And again, this is a 100% free hack for anyone that has Studio One. So if you guys are Studio One users, I would highly recommend using this setup when recording bass in your home studio, or if you do have a studio. It would really help the recording process along. And again, the big thing is bass needs to be heard. A recording without bass is more or less lifeless. So I'm speaking to all you bass players out there. Even though I'm primarily a guitar player at heart, I have a deep passion and love for bass guitar, and I like to have it known in my music. So what we're going to do now is play around with some effects in Studio One. We're going to show you the chorus pedal on bass, and this is going to save you guys some real money on a bass chorus pedal. So let me shut up and let's get to rocking. Guys, I think that sounds really convincing, and I think there's a lot of depth in that bass tone. I think it sounds amazing, and it honestly records well. So this is actually the physical proof that you guys need, that you don't need to spend a whole lot of money on outboard, pedals and effects when you actually have a large selection via Studio One. Now, that's not to say that you might not need something else later on, but when you're in a pinch and, money isn't necessarily flowing, or you have a budget, this is a great budget hack that doesn't sound bad. So now we're going to go to the third part that I want to show you, and that is using an overdrive. And I'm just going to be pressing the overdrive on the MXR Bass DI. The bass tone hacks this week. You can obviously see that you can do a lot with it. You can enhance your clean tone, that's the chorus, and then of course you can use your own distortion with it and sound great. You can go full Lemmy if you want to. Again, this was just a great hack for the working class musician. And that's what I am. I'm a working class musician. So anytime that I discover something here in my travels, as a musician and producer, composer, I'm going to share it with you guys because, there's a lot of working class musicians in this world. And if I can help you guys get ahead, that's what I'm going to do. Honestly, I could have been doing this the entire time and I just didn't think about it because I was so focused on organically getting that sound out of, outboard equipment and pedals. And sometimes, you can luck up and get that. And, if you have the money, you can get some really nice stuff. But if resources are limited or you're just trying to find a cheaper way to get a better sound, that's what I'm all about. So anytime that I discover something like this, you guys are going to know as well, because you know what? We're all working class musicians. And that's what makes the world go round. You can't get big without paying your dues first. So again, this could potentially save you all a lot of money on outboard devices, amps, equipment, stuff like that. Now, this may not work for you, and that's fine. Everybody learns and discovers their own thing at their own pace, but this is just something I felt like was necessary to get out to you guys so you can start making music better or recording better music, and that's what this channel is ultimately about. And speaking of short videos, I've got a playlist of all the shorts that I've released so far this year, and while I'm out of work, on medical leave like I am right now, you can expect at least 3 short videos a week every Sunday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Again, these things have really been taken off, so I want to appreciate everyone that stopped by and watched my demo process in action on these short videos. There'll be one tomorrow, another Bass Tone Tuesday. Again, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys again next time.